This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Check nickel.
Hey, kill.
To throw is Prescott. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Let's go, baby.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. A first down throw for Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of DOOMAVELLI last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
At the 26-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, what? Go, son. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm trying to collect. Man, Eddie. Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, Darnold. He'll have a first down inside the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down carry by Elliott. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 44, Prescott eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. 11 yards there, first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Prescott on first down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Blue down.
Darnold now to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Prescott from the gun on third. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And it's 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And again, it's Prescott. Now he'll escape to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott yet again. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And New York set to take the field. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Smith, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Get in the weight room. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Red 80.
Now Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Christian Covington in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Switch up, switch up. Right there.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Sean Lee picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here's Austin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down, Dallas.
Here we go. Go right in.
57 to Mike. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Shift.
1st down, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. In the final seconds of the first half, and the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only had the field goal, so that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half, but when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Mike 54. Yeah. Mike 54. Man, 80. Watch the out. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4.
A final shot before the break. Darnold, he's going to launch this thing way down. This is intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold, a screen to Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
57. Defense wins championships, baby.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And Darnold just beating the play clock. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Christian Covington able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you. He's coming.
47.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the... This is caught inside the 15. It's a gain of 34.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Switch.
Hey, kill. 27, 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Darnold from the gun. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quinnen Williams brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The 1st sack of his NFL career. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Brandon Copeland. He's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. Now it's Darnold. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
We're going to sign.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Three buzz. 25, check 25, check 25. Shit.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Prescott. All incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing. Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game to the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. It's caught inside the 25. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Forced out to his left. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. They go to Elliott again. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counter.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Hey, exit. 54 right there. Keep going,
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught here by Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by George Iloka. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
At the 33-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
We got to get the ball.
Hey, kill. What do you think?
Again, it's Elliott. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Crowder now to return. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 54. Wild Bill. Watch the end. Ready. Young lady.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Darnold now to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something
to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jets' 45-yard line.